Hey guys, it's Carla Mojo here. How are you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I recently came back from Disneyland Paris. If you're not subscribed to me or if you missed those videos, I will link them down below so you can watch that first. I thought I should put together for those of you who haven't been there and are planning to go there for the very first time, some tips. So these are going to be 10 tips that hopefully will help you enjoy even better the stay in the magical Disneyland Paris. Let's get started. Number 1, arriving to the airport. Now, what happened to us is we arrived very late at night. I think it was about 11. We didn't arrange a transportation from Charles de Gaulle to the hotel where we were staying. And we got attacked by loads of cab drivers that were saying, do you want a cab? Do you want a taxi? Do you want a taxi? I didn't quite realize the fact that they weren't actually official taxi drivers. Ryan found a cab driver outside the airport where he was waiting for me. Anyway, we went with the person that was outside of the airport with Ryan, waiting with Ryan, very much in your face, if you know what I mean. And we asked him the price. He said 80 or 90 euros. What I found a little bit weird is because we didn't have cash. We told him, you know, do you have a card machine? And he was like, yes. So I, okay, so because there are some cab drivers, especially around London, and I'm pretty sure I've seen some in Paris before, that actually have that machine for the card, so you can actually pay with the card in the cab. So we went to the cab and we started driving. He said, well, I'll stop to the cash machine. There was absolutely nothing in that place where we stopped to get the cash, and on the way there he was like, well, now it's calculating, the machine is calculating the distance and I can give you a price for how much it's gonna be from here to the hotel. And I thought in my head, I asked you and you said 90 pounds, so why would you calculate the price now after I'm already in the cab on the way there? So I thought that's bloody fishy. And then he came out with the price of, guess, 120 euros. From 80 or 90 euros to 120 euros. For those of you who don't know, that is 100 pounds. The first 120 euros gone without even actually getting to the attraction. My point for this first thing is arrange transportation when you book the ticket to get there. That's what we did the second time, and it was 50 euros and there was already a gentleman there waiting with a banner with my name on it, and he carried my bag and everything, so why not do it? Second tip. The second tip involves the hotels. I don't know, maybe I'm being stupid. Maybe you already know many of the things I'm about to tell you. Maybe you're just thinking the only way is just staying in Paris and getting to Disneyland, or staying on the actual Disneyland resort. Well, no. That's not the only way. There are loads and lots of accommodations around Disneyland. And some of them even have free shuttle from the hotel to the park and back. It's the last show of the evening on the castle, and the, you know, the lights and the fireworks, and that finishes at around 11:30, and usually the last bus from the hotel I've been, it was at 10 to midnight, so you can definitely make it. So the buses are running regularly. See what's convenient for you, because there are a lot of options. Number 3, places to eat and vouchers. You'll find that there are lots of places to get food. There is an area outside both parks that has a few shops and lots of places to eat. So if you're looking at eating at Planet Hollywood or the Rainforest, you're looking at, I don't know, maybe around 40 to 50 euros for 2 people. There is a website I'm gonna link to you down below, and if you book your tickets through there, but I'm pretty sure that no matter where you're going to get your tickets for the park, you're gonna get this offer. You get the actual tickets, and you also get the vouchers for Planet Hollywood, which is 10 euro off, and a sandwich place that is okay in price, and you get, I think, about 5 euros off voucher. The good part is there is a McDonald's there, and there is some fast food there if you're very low on money, and there's also the possibility of eating at a hotel, but you know, I'm pretty sure most of you would like to eat there, so you won't waste any time. It makes sense. Number 4 is drinks. Well, what we noticed is that water and juice and drinks are quite expensive inside the park, and because you are walking a lot and you are getting very thirsty and dehydrated, especially in the summer, and if you're going with a few kids, you'll know exactly what I mean, you'll end up drinking a lot, and that is exactly what the people there are counting on, because I remember paying €6 for 2 bottles of water and another bottle of soft drinks. So it can get quite expensive, and bear in mind these are small bottles, so you will drink a lot. And what we ended up doing is, because we had a backpack with us, we bought a larger drink from the outside. Obviously it works out a lot cheaper, so that's good. Number 5, souvenirs. Now with the souvenirs, they kind of vary in price. Obviously it would be a bit expensive, but it seemed to me like everyone that was actually going there was expecting for that to happen. The one thing that I noticed, and if you want to know, is that clothes are actually quite expensive. Princess dresses, because there are loads of princess dresses there, they're actually around 70 to 80 euros. Shoes and t-shirts and tops, again, they vary in price. There's also a Christmas shop there, so models and decoration, house decoration and Christmas decoration in general are quite pricey. You can find globes for like 20 to 25 euros, and you know, that is not as bad. There are others that are more expensive. Generally speaking, the prices are quite high. For example, if you want to get like a souvenir model of Spider-Man, say, you'll find that is over 100 euros, and crystal models with princesses, they are like 200 euros and they're like this tiny. Number 6, I'm gonna talk about queues here. But the queues in the park, in the actual Disneyland park, are very small, I would say. They're in between 5 and 10 minutes to the kids rides, and 20 to 30 minutes queue for like this track where you just basically go in a car, like a cart type of thing. And you can also get fast track for them, so I don't know why you would need them, but I suppose if you have a small child and you don't really want to queue between 5 to 10 to 15 minutes, then you can get fast track and you can come back at a certain given hour, which I think in my head, because everyone can get fast track when they get the tickets for the park, you automatically get the fast tracks. I thought that was quite clever to sort of like help organize people to come at a certain time to avoid queues. On the studio bit, on the other hand, it's a totally different story. The queues are tremendous. The one with the longest queue is the Ratatouille ride that consistently has the longest queue, is over an hour, 70 minutes sometimes, and for some reason the rides at the studio bit don't have fast track. I mean, they have long queues, the other ones have in between 30 minutes to an hour. And I'm still confused about the Ratatouille ride, because every time I've been, I've asked them where to go get the fast track, and the fast track point was shut, yet there were people going in through the fast track section, and that is very frustrating after you queue for an hour with loads of impatient and high on sugar children. So you know what I mean. I don't understand why the popular rides in the studio section don't have fast track. It doesn't make sense. So, number 7, how long do you need to see everything? I can speak to you from my own experience. I've been there for 2 days and a half, and I can say that I've seen pretty much everything, but I had to walk from 11 o'clock till when the park shuts at half 11. So that is 12 hours and a half of continuously walking, which you can't normally do with a child. I still think you get to see pretty much everything in 2 days and a half, even if you decide to have an hour or 2 break and go to the hotel with your children. The first day, what we did was we saw the park, we saw the actual park, we looked at the rides, and we visited everything around. We kind of left shopping for the last day and didn't shop much, but still you're so beautiful and you're so attracted of all the colorful stuff that you'll end up wasting quite a bit of time in the shops to begin with. The second day were reserved for the studio bit. I think you can see pretty much everything in 2.5 days, but it feels like it's not enough, because if you decide one night you can't make it to the light show at the end of the day, or you can't make it one day to the parade, you feel you would have only seen it once, and it feels like you have to see it more than once. So I would definitely recommend 4 days if you really want to get everything calm and smoothly down and see everything you want to see. Number 8, walking. I think I addressed that previously. You would definitely be walking a lot, more than you expect you would. You would definitely be walking a lot. Trust me, I've felt pain in places that I didn't even know they existed, and they were excruciating. Okay, so your feet will hurt and your children will be grumpy and tired and exhausted at the end of the day. I'm not saying it isn't worth it. It will be so worth it for them, and creating that memory with them, it's worth it. But we're talking about walking in shoes and pain now, not their memory. What I've seen people do is you've got some strollers for children, and I've seen even older children in those ones that the park provides. And also, if it's not obvious, get some running shoes. If you're not an active person and you do not go running, or you do not go to the gym, I don't care, go online, go to the shop and get yourself them nice glamorous running shoes, because girl, I'm telling you, you will need them. Okay, you will need them. They will be heaven for you. And even with that, the third day, if you don't take long breaks and you don't go back to the hotel a couple times, your feet will hurt. Okay. Number 9, the parade and the fireworks. I found the perfect place, and I know certain things that I'm going to be sharing with you. If you want to see the parade from the perfect place, the parade starts at 5 or 5:30, something like that, right at the entrance, right where the parade would finish and right where the shops start. So not along the shops, not anywhere near the castle, but right at the entrance, facing the castle, facing the main street, because the whole parade will come towards you, and it's a beautiful view and is a perfect place to be, I think. Gesundheit. If you have one special place in mind where you want to sit, you have to be there an hour before the event starts. I know that sounds really irritating, and I've been there. I've been on my spot to see the parade 1 hour before the parade started, and it was, excuse me, pissing down with rain. Okay, I was soaking wet. My phone was soaking wet. Okay, I still have water in my phone to this day. But did I see the parade from the perfect place? Yes, I have. Did I wave to Mickey and he saw me? Yes, he has. Same rule applies to the fireworks and the lights on the castle. It's getting crazy there when the magic show and the light show has to start. Okay, 1 hour and 15 minutes before I've been there, and there were already people lining up. Already people there. I had to squeeze my way in. That was 1 hour and 15 minutes before the show was about to start. Okay, what happens is every parent is taking their child, putting them on their shoulder, and it's like 1.5 person in front of you, and I'm short. Okay, I can't see anything. Number 10, and the last thing I will mention to you is very important. There is a Disneyland Paris app, and if your network provider gives you internet abroad, this will come in handy very often. This app has a live map with how long the queues are around the parks, so you know exactly when to avoid and when to go to certain places, and you can also find your way around, of course, because it's a map. So these are my 10 tips / information for those of you who go there for the very first time. And thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you find it useful. My social media are right down below, so stay connected with me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!